Hargrave, and then finish out with some more worship.
This is going to try something a little different today. If you're up and moving around, maybe stop for a moment and just be here with us. We are in the season of Lent. Lent is the 40 to 46 day period in the Christian calendar that is between Ash Wednesday and Easter Sunday. If you're like me, you had maybe heard the word Lent growing up, but didn't know what it really was, other than something that happened before Easter, and that sometimes people gave up things during those 40 days. Or maybe you grew up in a tradition that followed Lent strictly, or one that didn't acknowledge or know of Lent at all. Whatever your background, here we are. Lent is a journey with Christ leading up to his death, burial, and resurrection. It looks back on his time in the wilderness and is a time of reordering of rhythms, moving from perhaps unintentional and distracted rhythms of our day-to-day to a rhythm that is in sync with the story of God and the Christ who has shown us life and light, so that we may then reflect that in our reordered lives. But in this reordering, there is waiting. One of the questions we ask during Lent is, how long, O Lord? And this question of how long feels like one I've been asking for about the past year. How long until the pandemic is over? How long until I can safely see my friends and family again? How long until there is racial justice? How long until spring is here? How we long for God to set things right, to reorder and renew. We wait for the light at the end of the tunnel. So today, we're going to take a few moments to practice and participate in a spiritual practice of waiting. So to begin, we're just going to take a few deep breaths. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Maybe roll your shoulders back, unclench your jaw. Take a few more deep breaths. Maybe roll your head from side to side. Now take a moment to think about situations in which you regularly find yourself waiting. Maybe at a traffic light, in line for lunch, for a class to start or to be over, for your cup of coffee to be ready in the morning. Now, think of something you are waiting on. Maybe something with your health, your degree, a new job, warmer weather. It can be anything. Take a few more deep breaths as you think of these things and hold them in your mind. And think of ways in which God may be in those spaces of waiting with you. There are thousands of things fighting for our attention daily, but when we take the time to slow down, we can be more attentive to the ways in which God is working in the waiting. This process of waiting is slow. But in these moments, we can find peace, hope, and rest as we take heart that God is moving, even in the waiting.
My own that when we're with you, we don't have to hurry, but we can just rest in who you are. I pray that we carry that through the rest of our weekend. And we just thank you for who you are. It is in your name we pray. Amen.